Hi everyone, welcome to Crafting in Quarantine. My name is Dabney. I'm the Young Adult Librarian at the Twin Lakes Library System and I use they, them pronouns. For today's episode, we are going to be making Valentine's Day cards, but with a twist. We are going to be making cards for family and friends. So, a lot of times Valentine's Day gets associated with like romantic love and couples and all that stuff, which is fine. But I think, people put a lot of pressure, like society puts pressure on people, and I think sometimes teens can feel pressured to be in a relationship, especially around Valentine's Day. And it's kind of like, oh, if you're not, then this is like a really sad day for you or whatever. And that's not true. Anyone can enjoy Valentine's Day or not enjoy it as they want. Doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not. And I kind of wanted to make cards to celebrate like the other types of love besides romantic love. So like platonic relationships or like family relationships where you do love these people and cherish them and they're important to you. And I was reading a book recently. It's a YA book by one of my favorite authors, Alice Oseman. It's called Loveless, and the main character is aromantic and asexual, like me. So I don't experience romantic attraction or sexual attraction. So, anyways, in the book, the character's kind of struggling to figure out what that means for her and her life, and kind of comes to this realization that, the friendship she has, the people in her family that she has, like, a lot of people pour all of their emotion and effort into like sustaining a romantic relationship or whatever. And in the book, she's learning how to channel like, all of that into like her friendships. So like making sure that her friends feel valued and loved. And I don't know, that's just beautiful because my friendships are really important to me, my family, my found family. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're kind of celebrating that today. But I'll also just say that I do love romance stories, of course. I read lots and lots of stories and fan fiction about people in love, and that's all good. All kinds of people and all kinds of relationships. Like I'm wearing my Yuri on Ice t-shirt today, one of my favorite anime, Ice Skaters in Love, but it's about a lot of other stuff too. So yeah, all that to say, whoever you are, however you identify, I hope that you're gonna have a good Valentine's Day. And if you want to stick around and make some cards, that's cool. So first of all, I'm gonna make some cards for my niece and nephew. So I talk about them a lot because I love them. My nephew is turning 2 next month, which is hard to believe. So I'm gonna make him a My Neighbor Totoro card. So I've been getting my niece and nephew to watch the Studio Ghibli movies. If you haven't watched them, please look them up. They're amazing. My favorite one is Howl's Moving Castle. And that's a bit much for like a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, but it's my favorite. However, they really love My Neighbor Totoro a lot. So this is like an old piece of stationery I have, and I just don't send letters very much. But we can repurpose that. So we've got our picture glued on over the name, and we have our markers. And I'm going to see how this purple one works. Let's see. Do I have a piece of paper I can test that on? Here. Okay, that's good. And we're just going to do, let's see, So, I'm gonna do his name next. And let's see how this blue marker works. It's okay. I have to do a little bit extra. And let's do some fun little accents on here. I always love those. And, you know, how much is a 2-year-old going to care about getting a card? I don't know. Probably not a lot. But his sister, who's like 4, is going to care. And so we're just going to give both of them something. And then let's do maybe some clouds around here. And you know, with your Valentines, you can make it however you want. If you're printing out a picture, you could just design the whole card online. If you go to Canva, you can design cards on there. Design them and print them out. And I had some stickers once upon a time, but I don't know where they went. I've been moving craft supplies between like my house and the library, so things kind of get all over the place. Okay, so that's one card down, and I'm going to write him like a little message inside, and then just for fun, I'm going to send some coloring pages. So this is one I printed out of Totoro, and I feel like his sister's probably going to want a coloring page, so I did this one, like the whole family. That's going to be a little bit more challenging. So that's one. Now for hers, I'm not sure yet. I kind of wanted to do, she watches anime with me too, and like from really early on, we started watching the anime Free, which I talked about a lot. It's my favorite sports anime, just one of my favorite anime in general. It's about the swim club boys. I've talked about it before. And anyway, so we've talked about it. She likes it a lot. And I'm going to turn the screen down as I work on her card. I don't know why. I think she just really likes the main character, Haru. And I mean, he's great. So I have like these free stickers, like I've been holding on to them forever. And I think it might be cool to just maybe make her a card with these. So we'll see. I don't know though. Not sure how these are going to fit on here. I kind of want to do a smaller card for her, but I'm not sure if she's going to like that or not. Let's try coloring over the name and see how that works. Because if you watch Free, it is all about swimming. And it's all about the power of friendships. You know, it's about Haru and his best friend Makoto kind of like reconnecting with their other childhood friends, Nagisa and Rin, and then making a new friend with Rei, and then kind of, swimming and dealing with life stuff that happens. Okay, that might work. Is this bleeding through? It's kind of bleeding through, that's alright. This Sharpie is kind of dying. Let me give it a rest and do some other blue. That's nice. So yeah, I have like a bunch of different things, like anime and manga, like pages and stuff to use for cards or crafts. Oh, you know what? We'll just use the purple. Purple coming through. We'll do purple and then we'll do some blue over that. And I think cards are really nice, especially with us kind of being like separated with the pandemic. It's nice to be able to send people cards when you're not able to like go and see them in person. And I don't know if y'all sometimes like on different social media I see stuff going around with like old cards from like, when the people first started like using greeting cards, and they're so funny. You can always buy cards too. I was thinking about like Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day cards, and when you're like a little kid and you buy like the pack of cards from the store, and then like you give them all out at school with like a little bit of candy. That's so cute. Some of my coworkers sometimes do that at Valentine's Day. They like leave one of those little cards with like a piece of candy in our work boxes. And some of them don't even have candy. Some of them have like a button or stickers, And for like my niece and nephew, like I'm sending them the coloring pages, but I'll also show you I printed out some bookmarks, and I'll send them like a couple. They're a little bit not exactly for kids, but I think they'll still have fun coloring them. And what I mean is like they're a little bit more challenging for coloring pages. So like I'll have a link to these in the video if y'all want to do that, like print these and color them. I just thought they were cool. Got like a floral one and another floral one. And these I printed on cardstock, so they're nice and sturdy. Okay, so that took forever, but there is our like water background. I also forgot I have these like little characters. Most of them are Haruka. Might glue them on there. And I don't know what I'm gonna say. Something silly. So let's see, we can put them on here. So this is Sosuke and Rin. Oh no, I dropped them. I'm like, we'll put them on there if I can peel the back of this off. I didn't cut my fingernails, so I can still peel stuff. Okay. And what else can we put on here? I don't want to put all the same ones on here. You know what? I'll put Haru on here. Gosh. Why is it so hard to peel stickers? There we go. So he's kind of like, hey guys. Put this little guy on there. That's their mascot for their school. What else? Like a little sunshine. Up here. There's a whale shark, which this is actually, all the characters kind of have different animals like associated with them. And this is Sosuke's. Put it down there. Put a little inner tube on here. This is looking very summery and not very Valentine's, but that's all right. Okay, now to, oh wait, there's a cloud. Totally putting that on there. Okay. You know what, I think I'm gonna put like Makoto's face in here and have it say Happy Valentine's Day. Let's do that. So I'll glue his face in here. And the glue is getting everywhere. And I think on here, like the outside, just to kind of make this look a little bit more Valentine's Day, I'm going to put some hearts. Let's see how that looks. And So I'm putting splash free on here. That's something like they just say in the anime. Let's do a little bit of I don't know why I do sound effects when I'm like coloring and doing stuff, but I do. Oh my gosh, this video is so long. I'm sorry. Totally did not mean for it to be 20 minutes long of me making Valentine's cards for my niece and nephew, but here we are. Y'all know it takes a long time for me to do anything, apparently. But you know, if you sat with me for this long, maybe you got some good ideas for cards that you could make. Okay. So that's it. We have 2 Valentine's Day cards. There's the other one. So I'm probably still gonna do like a little bit of extra like decorating and like make some notes in here. But you know, when you're making Valentine's cards for people, just, you know, think of them, think of what they enjoy, and make something for them. And that kind of also reflect, like, first of all, it's going to give them something like that's going to make them happy, and it's also going to show them that you know them and you're thinking about them, and that's really special. So hope you all are having a great week and have a good Valentine's Day. And if you haven't been following along on Instagram, I've been sharing posts about Black authors whose books are in the young adult collection. So, you know, check that out. Get those books put on hold. We've got lots of new books that just came in, so, you know, always feel free to reach out and let us know if you want any of them. We can get them for you. Okay, have a good one. Bye.